Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Whose Turn Is It Anyways? The show where the roles don't matter.
I mean, I like the Who's Line reference, but I don't know if it's very accurate to what we're doing.
Yeah.
Mm,
And I think the roles do matter, actually.
Yeah,
slightly.
I feel like the roles are kind of the whole thing.
What
Uh,
determines everything, one might say.
Yeah, mildly important. I am CJ or Alpha. I am the DM for these wandering souls. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
Well, my name is Chris slash Ox slash Dad. Uh, I'll be playing Moony, uh, Moony Moonsong Sanders, the rock gnome, drunken master monk. Uh, Good old Southern gentleman.
I'm Austin slash Parfait. I don't have a third nickname to add like Chris did. I don't know what that was. I mean, I guess
Right.
I'm Uncle. And
Aw.
then and I'm gonna be playing John Bloodstone, who is a human assassin subclass of the rogue. Specifically, character. I'm kind of a demon hunter, officially, but also not. But hey, who knows?
And has absolutely never been a werewolf.
What are you? Why would you even bring that up?
I mean,
Never.
I don't want to spoil anything for Mooney's backstory, so I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, who would have thought that I might have been a werewolf? I'm not the one named Moony.
Bear.
Well, hold on a minute. Am I being gaslit about my own character?
No, we would never gaslight you. We know that you have secrets, and we're gonna keep them for you.
Yeah.
We're not gonna reveal your
You weren't.
secrets.
You were definitely not cured of being a werewolf. I can confirm you've never been cured of being one.
Right.
I cannot confirm whether you are one.
This specific wording is fantastic. Oh, but last time that we left off, our
Yeah.
heroes had finally arrived at the town of
I
Valakar.
feel like heroes is a little strong due to where we left off.
Yeah, that's a loose turn to be swinging around.
Oh, it's very loose. We we left off with them just recently having a conversation with a rather lovely man named Dixon, who got their weapons upgraded, and cost them a lot of money. So
Yeah.
our heroes
Some would say all my money.
decided that it
Yeah,
was
again,
about time
heroes.
that they repeat a little action they've done before. And we left off just as John ducked himself into the shadows.
Ooh. I'm in the shadows.
Y'all know who's not in the shadows? This guy who's whipping out his flute. Woo! And I'm gonna start playing tooting on my flute for the
Okay.
celebration of the blazing sun?
Something like
Question
that.
mark?
The Blazing Sun is the one that you saw the post or the new flyers for. So yes, that is
So
what
with
you. Mhm.
a 14.
Yeah, you start sort of humming out a little tune on your flute.
Sounds
Are
very
you?
similar to One Jump from Aladdin for some
Yeah,
reason.
it's surprisingly similar. I mean, it's an original
Yeah,
rendition.
it is definitely
Uh,
legally distinct.
yeah.
A little bit more slow and melodic.
Yeah, exactly. You do get a couple of strange looks from the townsfolk. Um, are you trying to do this anywhere in particular? Are you trying to get any one specific person's attention? What are you trying to do?
Oh yeah. I kind of hop right into the center of the town square,
Okay.
making sure that uh the large scary man and his two guards can clearly see me.
Mhm.
And Mooney makes a point of uh pointing out that they're posting up these new flyers. Um And before he starts tooting on his flute, he says, "Let us celebrate the festival of the blazing sun." And he starts tooting away.
All right.
Or the celebrate the coming of the festival of the blazing sun.
Okay.
And,
So that's the specific wording you want to use.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you start playing on that. I imagine probably doing a little bit of dancing around as well.
Yeah.
He's definitely not doing a bad job. The tune, you're a little bit rusty. It's been a while since you've actually played, but it doesn't sound bad. It's just not quite what you're used to when you're usually, out drinking. You're a little too sober for playing music currently.
Dang it.
But
I hate when that happens.
But
Take a sip
John,
of whiskey before I did.
Well, this is going on.
Well, I'm in
What
the
are you
shadows trying to sneak up on this guy. And then
Okay.
I'm going to try to pick his pocket.
doing? All right. So what I'm going to do, so go ahead and make another stealth check with advantage as you get closer to them.
Okay.
Just because Mooney is providing distraction.
Woo!
Well,
With
that
advantage.
is-
22 is what I'm
that
going to go
is
with. Uh,
Not a bad roll. Not bad at
so now
all.
we'll do a sleight of hand.
Yep.
Does he also get with advantage?
The sleight of hand will not be.
Fair.
Well, it's a 19.
Okay, so
Not terrible.
John, you kind of sneak up behind this sort of large, intimidating man, one arm just deformed and monstrous with like spikes growing out of it, a long claw on the end of it, as he's just staring over at Mooney, kind of like locked in this this almost predator-like gaze, looking over Mooney. You can't quite tell what the man's thinking as you just reach in and suddenly snatch his coin purse and tuck it away on yourselves.
All right.
God bless America.
I'm going to now try to get back into the shadows, obviously.
Okay.
Assuming that's another stealth check, which, only a 13 on that.
All right. As you start to step away, you do see the large gnarled hand move to where the coin purse was.
All right. I love that.
And notice that it's gone.
All right.
The man sort of immediately turns and his eyes lock to yours.
Hello.
What does John do?
Hello. How's it going?
I believe you have something that belongs to me.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh. Oh, crap. Maybe I do know what he's talking about.
I would just like to make it clear that I am still tooting away on my flute.
Okay.
Thank you, Mooney.
You're welcome.
Yeah, at this point, the guards that are flanking him have turned towards you as well. And he sort of reaches out his gnarled, monstrous hand in front of him.
Uh-huh.
Just hand it here. And maybe I won't have you killed.
Now, what would I do? Let's look at these traits and ideals and try to decide. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to really think here, and I'm ruining this video right now, as I think, for way too long.
It's an important thing to figure out.
Yeah.
Being killed is definitely not a great option, I'll be honest.
No, but also, Okay, actually, here's Austin asking a question.
Okay.
Can I roll like an insight check to see if I believe him that he won't kill me if I give him the money?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm terrible at wisdom, so only a 16 because I have a -1.
You think that he is telling the truth that he will not have you killed.
All right. Then I will say... Oh, sorry, yes, you did drop this. I was meaning to give it back to you.
Yes, of
Roll
course.
another deception check, probably.
You can absolutely.
Why'd you make me do that, Chris?
I mean, it was the right thing to do.
So do you just like hand him the...
Yeah, hand him his money back. You know.
Yep, he takes it in his hand, secures it back on his belt, and he sort of looks over to the guards. Get rid of them. And the guards move towards you, John. All right. Drop the weapons.
The
Drop the weapons.
I don't think
Leave
it's been
here.
invented yet.
Drop the weapons. We'll be guiding you out of town now.
I'm not holding any weapons. My weapons are at the fine shop.
You only have the...
No, I have
I
other
thought you had something other than
I have
the
other
two
weapons,
swords.
but I said what I said.
Okay. I guess make a deception check because they're on your back. Or they'd be like on your person. Let's see.
Oh, Austin.
I'm making bad choices today. I should have kept the
These-
money. I should have kept the money and
These
ran.
rolls, you really should have.
It is unfortunate. I mean, you made what choice you did, and now
Yeah.
the consequences exist regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Drop 'em. Won't ask again.
Chris, what languages do you speak?
I'm imagining gnomish,
Okay.
deep speech, and common. Yeah.
Alright, deep speech? Cool. I say in deep speech, you ready to fight?
Oh. God. I guess we're gonna die in this town.
I'm not gonna give him all my weapons and get taken out of the town where our good weapons we just paid for are left in. He also said them, which means he's already figured out that you're part of this.
Oh, I suppose that is.
I don't think he bought into the ruse of you being an actual just street performer. I don't think you're good enough to be believable as a street performer.
Whoa, I rolled a 14. It wasn't terrible. Yeah, I mean, Mooney replies, absolutely, in deep speech.
Alright. Well, I'm going to grab my daggers from my pocket, from my side, and arm myself with 2 daggers.
Are our weapons ready?
I would assume not.
Yeah, we're gonna die.
Yeah, probably. Almost definitely. This was a risky move trying to rob the obvious, very, intimidating, imposing threat of the town. It's a choice we made, choosing him as our target.
You
It
guys
was
did
truly a
certainly
choice.
make a choice.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sure he's only really, really strong.
Yeah. But to be fair, he's not currently fighting us.
No,
Currently.
but I'm sure he will.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, you understand.
Yeah, you got the spirit.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
I got my daggers ready.
Okay, so you
I've readied my
you pull them
quarterstaff,
out
I
in
guess.
front of you, and you're
Mm-hmm.
okay, and you're drawing your weapons as well. Okay,
I guess. Yeah.
You don't have to, Chris. You could let me die if you want to try to sneak away. They didn't hear you what you said in deep speech. Now here's the thing, if somehow I take out these guards and you said you would help me and then don't, I'll let you know. Sean's gonna be pissed at you that you chose to tell him, yes, you're ready, and then didn't fight. But...
No, I mean, that's not the way Moony would have rolled anyways.
Mooney's not that kind of person.
No.
See, for a peek behind the curtain for our audience, the reason I felt like I went with everything I'm doing here is one of my ideals is I have a dark calling that puts me above the law, and I feel like I need money for that calling, and I currently don't have any money, so that's why I went for all this. Was it a risky, stupid choice? Yes. Yes, it was. Do I regret it? Yes. Yes, I do.
I'm oblivious to social expectations and etiquette.
It's one of those things.
But I felt like, hey, my character knows he needs money and doesn't really care about the law if it's, in his way, so.
I mean, it happens sometimes.
There's also the fact that I also, there's also part of my character that also thinks, being dead is lucky, so I don't know if I even care about dying. Which means I think I'd definitely be down to just, I'm going to try to do what's best for me in the moment.
Hey, we might be able to steal that coin purse off his dead body if we actually manage.
Think we're taking him out? I don't. I'm hoping we somehow fight off these guards, run over, grab our maybe not finished weapons and don't have our money and leave with the not great weapons.
Oh, that'll probably be +1 by the time we're done with this fight.
Yeah. Maybe. We'll find out when we're done with this fight as we try to run away from this town that we definitely have to leave now.
All right.
Yeah. Not
I don't
excited
have a
about the
person to
outcome of
click for
everything.
my initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Give me one moment.
Fair enough.
He's prepping.
He was not prepared for us to have a battle in this random little town square.
And, that's fair. Why wouldn't
I
he?
mean, I was expecting it was a possibility. I didn't expect it to happen so quickly.
What? You thought I would roll better on every roll that just wasn't... Well, I had one good sleight of hand roll, and that was it.
Well, I expected you were going to bolt out of there with the money.
I thought about it.
I didn't think you were going to linger.
I should have. Should have ran, should have done some cool acrobatics, because I'm one jump ahead of the guards.
Well, actually, we're not.
Yeah, one step behind the guards.
It really would have made sense if you had made a very long leap out.
Yeah?
For the sake of the stream title.
Yeah, and probably YouTube title.
Yeah.
Should have done that.
Oh well.
I have a +8 in acrobatics. Probably would have got that. But, instead, we'll just die to these guards.
Yeah.
Bum 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 ba bum bum.
All right. So let's get you guys on the map.
The map.
Just something quick I whipped together so that you guys have sort of a vision of what's going on. These are sort of the buildings and shops surrounding you guys. John, you are currently flanked by 2 of the guards.
Fair.
With
Yeah, I see
the monster hand man further back.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's click
Good.
on my little guy. Let's roll initiative. Please be more than a 10. Oh, and it's a 3. +4, but yeah. Oh.
Hey, what's up?
Even though we had the whole conversation in deep speech, somehow we weren't as prepared as them.
I had to, reach into my mind and remember deep speech.
I wanted us to have a secret language they might not understand. And that was my only guess. That was the only one I had. I was like, maybe that.
Well, you guys don't know, but...
Yeah, there's a very good chance that... Here's the thing. I was hoping, Chris spoke, Abyssal or Infernal or something, and I could use one of my weirder languages. But I
mean, deep speech is already pretty out there.
I feel like those 3 languages made the most sense for my wanting to be a demon hunter. Those feel like demon-y languages.
Yeah, that definitely strikes me as a demon language. Alright, so let's see how everyone else rolls.
Bum, bum. Oh, great, he's in the fight
he's
too.
He's not intimidated by us at all. Which makes sense.
Is James part of the fight? Is he noticing what's going on, or is he staying out of this? Because I respect
James
was either choice.
Watching. James was watching what happened, what was going on, because you guys had mentioned it beforehand.
Yeah.
So let's see how well he does. And if he... Okay, yeah. He's smart enough to realize what was going on before it happened, or before you went ahead and drew your blades, so he's not going to start...
Oh!
Well, he's
yeah,
ready
he
to
was
help.
ready to go.
He was ready to help because he knew he did not have any faith in me.
And apparently, rightfully so.
Why is... Oh, that's weird. Why is it showing his name like that? You guys can't see it, but
No, we don't see names except for our own.
It's showing his name as Rank Zeeplo.
Ah, yes,
What?
Rank Ziplo.
Oh, I didn't know his last name was
Yeah.
Murphy.
Yes, that is his
Yeah.
name.
Huh.
James Killian Murphy.
Bum, bum.
Let's see. Does Vela even know what's going on?
I feel like she doesn't because we did not tell her.
Oh,
about this.
no, she doesn't.
Yeah, we did not tell her about this as even an idea.
Alright, so let's see where Vela is in the initiative tracker. It's going to take her around, at least a round after combat for her to realize what's going on.
And somehow she's still more
She's-
ready than me and
she's
Chris, who are ready for this
effectively-
fight.
Yeah, she's effectively in surprise. Like, she's in a surprise round herself.
Hey, it's cool, because, you know,
We'll just
Isaac
kill all three of
definitely
these
looks
people,
evil.
and then we still get his money.
yeah. And then we go retrieve our weapons, and everyone celebrates that we've freed them from the Baron.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen right here, when we have
Right.
not our good weapons to try to fight him.
You understand.
Okay.
I'm rocking
Uh,
daggers that do 1d4 plus 4 damage.
You do not
Hey.
have your better weapons. Yes,
No.
this is unfortunate for you.
Hey, I'm rocking my classic quarterstaff like I used to.
Yeah, you use that all the time, so you're actually not at a disadvantage.
No.
Yeah, I just don't get my +1, Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate, but you know.
It's a little stinky.
Okay, so James is going to go ahead and no one's actually attacked yet, and James does not want to be the one to attack first.
Fair enough.
Because, you know, if he can get out of this situation without himself being in trouble, he'll do that. But he will go ahead and bonus action send Sketch over to distract this guard here.
All right.
So you will have advantage on attacks against this guard.
I'm gonna probably need them with
Your
my rolls
first
today.
attack, right?
Yeah.
Alright, and James is going to go ahead and hold an Eldritch Blast for
Of course he is.
if either of
What
these
else would he do?
guards attack you.
What else
Yeah.
can he do? He always holds blast. He's always blasting.
Always
Yeah,
black.
I mean he is a blaster character. Like
Yeah.
every day he be blasting. So what can you do, you know?
So what are these guards gonna try to do to me?
Alright, so
How bad are they gonna kill me on this first turn?
this guard here will sort of will actually turn around and he will start running towards sort of towards some of the buildings here.
Oh.
Interesting.
Will you try to take an attack of opportunity?
Well, I mean, of course. Why wouldn't I?
Okay. Go ahead and make that
I
attack.
don't.
No, you do not.
I don't.
Jeez Louise.
But he does run off past the buildings and out of your line of
Oh,
sight.
that's great. He's getting help.
Yeah. Recruitment? Reinforcements? Yeah.
Dun dun. We're gonna die.
This other guard here is going to attempt to grapple you.
Oh, fun. It's a strength contest, right?
It will be a strength check, so contested strength check rather.
Well, I rolled okay on that. I'm sure he'll roll better because I didn't roll great.
Let's see. Well, you're good.
All right. Yay.
You rolled quite a bit better, so he tries to like grab towards you, but you're able to kind of shove him away. He just seems like he was trying to restrain you more than actually like trying to damage you currently.
Fair enough.
Vela is going to sort of like hear a little bit of the commotion and kind of like look around, seeing what's going on. And she'll look over at you, John, standing there with a guard in front of you and this monstrous man, and she'll kind of like look around for everybody else,
Just roll her eyes a little bit. That's fair.
trying to see what's going on.
Roll her eyes in disappointment.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, what is Moony up to?
what's your dex? We never decided who. What's your dex, Chris?
My dex
Oh,
does the same as
yes.
yours.
Oh, no,
Oh,
go
you
first
guys,
then.
you guys have a dex tie. Okay, I'm going to need you guys to just roll a d20, each of you, and we'll decide from that who
Okay.
goes first.
Woo!
Okay.
Which makes honestly
Just-
more storyline sense for me to go first. So that's
Just barely.
from a pure story sense. It did make sense for me to attack first. All right. Well, I'm gonna
That's fair.
swipe at this guard.
Okay.
Oh, and of course it was almost an 18, but instead it was a 4.
Oof, that is not going to hit. But the guard is going to kind of like, leap back and move his shield in front of him
so I'm gonna go with that now.
as you swipe with it, and the demeanor of the guard definitely seems to change.
Well, let's see if I hit him with my offhand.
Mhm.
I don't, because it's another 4!
He's able to get the shield up in the way. You're not
Jeez
quite able
Louise.
to make contact as your dagger clanks off the shield. Moony,
I'm a mile away, so I'm moving forward.
you're also a
5,
monk.
15. I do get 35 feet of movement now.
Mhm.
5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm going to move to here.
Okay.
And I think that is all of my movement. And I'm
Unless
going
you
to...
dash.
You could dash and then not use an attack this turn.
Well, he could also he does have key points. He
Oh
could
yeah, sure. You
bonus
could
action
dash
Step
and
of
then
the
key
Wind.
point attack.
No. He could use key points
Oh.
for Step of the Wind. And
Oh.
still
Step of the
have
Wind,
his
yeah.
action.
That's cool.
Step of the Wind would give me a free
Yeah,
dash, right?
Yes. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to use the key points for Flurry of Blows because you didn't attack first. Because you have to use your action to attack, and then you can use a key point for Flurry. So you would have to
And-
use key point for dash, and then you could attack.
15, 20, 25, 35. I guess I'll dash up to this garden.
Okay.
Like, as I run up, just go for like a sweeping attack at his legs with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Hope to, trip him up or hit him.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
You are going to hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
I was supposed to have advantage.
Yes, you did. I mean, will effective... The 10-10 would have been your
That'd be
first
my first
hit with
hand,
the
but my second
advantage,
hand would also still
but
have advantage, wouldn't it?
Go ahead and roll again with your
Offhand.
dagger just to see if the offhand would have hit.
Looks like I would have.
It would have, yes. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Oh right, cool. One whole D4.
Well, it's 1d4 plus dex.
It's
so-
not because it's my offhand.
Oh, yeah, offhand. Mhm.
It's a 1.
Okay. You do manage to nick him. With
I
the
do
blade.
slightly give him a scrape.
Oh, I do have to roll with advantage because I could crit.
Oh, that's true.
I do not crit. I
You
just
do
hit.
not have advantage. It was just against the first attack
Oh,
against him that Sketch was giving him.
Got it. Okay, so I still rolled the 19 and did 8 damage with my one-handed quarterstaff. Good up.
8 damage, nice.
And then it gets ready to do a little palm strike thing.
Okay.
Because, but he doesn't because...
So yeah,
bonus action already
you
used.
do hit this guard very hard with your quarterstaff.
Back in
Just
the
kind of,
legs.
and you hear like a crack as you hit him like in the back of the legs.
Oh, did I break his leg?
He does start to like crumple over as you
Oh,
sort of smacked him with
jeez.
that.
Moony
must have
strong.
really weakened him with my scrape.
You really caught him off guard. He wasn't ready. It's like when somebody steps up behind you and does like the little foot tap on your calf.
I guess to be
Except
fair,
that-
he probably thought we were petty thieves, and then I started fighting him. He probably wasn't actually expecting a full fight.
No. Oh, look, a guard's already starting to run in from the corner.
Of course.
Oh, this one here is actually you can safely ignore that one. That is the turn tracker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just put him in a separate box.
You ready to die, Austin?
I mean, sure.
The story of our heroes who quickly just became petty thieves.
For no reason other than they were stupid with their money management.
All right, so that's everything for Moony.
It is.
His next turn.
And now I die.
All right, he is going to sort of look towards the group here, kind of seeing you rush in suddenly. Kind of looks over at John, but he's aware, or he believes that Moony is the primary threat currently.
Offensive, but true.
I guess I did just break a man's leg.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna die. You're welcome, Austin.
So
I'll
he
die
is
first.
going to. You see his gnarled arm kind of almost seem to glow slightly as fire burns in his palm, and he's going to hurl it at you.
Real quick, CJ, after that, can you show me the character again so I can show the audience him?
Absolutely.
Huh?
Let's go for
14 fire damage? Is that what I'm seeing?
yes, that'll be 14 fire damage if that hits.
Okay.
But it's a 14, so I don't think it does.
Oh, it doesn't. Wait, hold on. What's my deflect missiles?
Yeah.
Your deflect missiles is a reaction.
Here is the character for our video
So I would be able
listeners.
to
For our
react
audio
to that,
listener,
wouldn't I?
He's a cool bald dude with a crazy hand.
He is. Yeah, so you would be able to, if you
It's
wanted
when
to
I'm hit
use-
by a ranged weapon attack.
Yeah, it's
but
when
he
you're
didn't
hit by it, yeah. Since he missed, it didn't affect anything. He is going to go ahead and move further back.
Why did I give him the money back? I'm so mad at myself for that. I
All
was
right.
hoping I wasn't going to get in a fight, but I should have just kept the money and started fighting.
James is going to look at the man who just hurled fire, and he's like, all right, that's the one to focus on.
Yeah, it sure is.
And he is going to go ahead and...
Is he blasting?
Well, yes, but I'm also trying to see what else he's doing.
Because
Oh,
isn't the blast technically his held action from his last turn?
No, I had him hold the action for
a
if
guard.
the guard attacked
Gotcha.
you.
Okay.
And since the guard did not attack you, his held action was... it never went through.
Understand. Kind of. But mostly for the audience. Now they understand what I did.
He's thinking if he wants to bonus
You
action
already
hex
knew.
him.
Yeah.
That's kind of... he's not going to hex the guard. He will, however, hex on the...
Isaac?
On Izek, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it always shows higher level cast because of the pact thing. Alright, so he will go ahead and be hexed here. And I'm going to go ahead and give him... Yeah, disadvantage on strength checks. And then James is going blast. Let's see if he hits.
Yeah. Ollie blast.
Not
Does not
quite.
hit.
Not quite. James's first shot goes wide. Kind of soars over his head.
Does his second level go wide? Oh wait, no, he doesn't have 2 blasts yet, does he?
No, he doesn't have 2 blasts yet. That's
Level
fifth
5?
level. Yeah. Next level.
Rough.
Then he will. This guard is going to sort of shout out, "I could use some help over here!"
And then cry a little bit because his leg is broken.
Oh yeah, he's definitely wincing in pain currently. He's not in a great position. Alright, yeah, I'll do it that way. Okay, so you guys... Yep. There we go. And this guard is going to go ahead and... Now that he is very aware of the people trying to murder him,
What?
he is going to go ahead and sort of turn to the man who who basically broke his kneecaps.
What?
And he is going to try to stab you with his spear.
You don't let me rob your boss. I break your kneecaps. Oh, that'll hit.
Okay. So you take 6 piercing damage.
I don't love it. I'll be honest.
It isn't the best for you.
I don't. Feels kind of bad if I'm being honest.
I mean, he feels kind of bad too.
He's about to feel worse.
Not emotionally, but physically.
Hey.
What is Vela's? What is Vela thinking right now?
Why? Why did I decide to party with these idiots?
Yeah. It's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I respect
so
that.
she is. Yeah, she.
Yeah.
Up to that. Okay.
I'd just like to say to the audience,
Mm-hmm.
if we had seen the picture of big scary Isaac beforehand, I don't think we would have robbed him.
No, we wouldn't have. I would have definitely chose someone who wasn't as scary.
Well,
have to clarify.
I guess that's fair enough.
But I guess we were blinded by money lust because we did not at all pay attention. We just looked and went, he has money, and then went, oh wait, he's scary. Once we were already in motion.
A thing.
He is a thing.
Yeah, she's gonna go ahead. Yeah, I think she might do that in this instance.
Oh.
Just trying to figure out what is going on.
She's gonna do that cool thing where she kills Isaac in one turn?
You won't see much change. Remember, she's still kind of like looking around, trying to figure out what's going on and why you guys are suddenly attacking the guard.
What?
John.
How far away is Isaac from me right now? I can't. I don't know how to like do the thing where I 45.
So if you go to the, there's like a ruler icon. It should be like the third one down. If you click on that, you can click on any point on the map and then stretch a line out telling you how far something is. It's in the top left-hand corner. It's of your tools.
Oh, look at that.
I'd probably finish off the guard who's right in front of you.
Yeah, but he doesn't. Honest. I don't want Mr. Moneybags to run away.
No. Okay. Gonna take that free opportunity of attack? Attack of opportunity, even?
One of those.
Yeah. It's a thing.
Yeah. Well, it might not be, actually. Because I can use my cunning action to disengage.
Oh, true.
And okay, now I need to get off that tool. I'm gonna use my cunning action to disengage. I'm gonna move like about here, because then I'll be within 30 feet of him, and then I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow.
Okay.
Fair.
Rolled a hit.
Gosh darn it!
Yeah, you are going to kind of go wide on it.
Yeah, I can't. I have the worst rolls ever today.
You sure did.
They were great before.
Yeah.
I think you used up all your luck.
Apparently. Alright, well, there was my turn.
Alright.
Tried to hit him.
Moony.
Missed.
And I will only say this one time. Let me know whether or not you are doing lethal or non-lethal attacks.
Oh, yeah.
Before you make the attack roll. Otherwise, I will assume it's lethal.
No, I mean, Mooney's just going to incapacitate. He realizes the situation that they've gotten themselves into, and is not trying to kill these presumably innocent people. Except for the big scary man, who definitely seems scary and evil, possibly. But the guard is going to go for an incapacitating attack.
Yeah, it's the stormtrooper debate, you know? It's like, he's just innocent, you know?
It hasn't come through yet, but I promise it hits.
Oh my.
Oh, it hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I have that roll?
Okay.
Give him a good, like, thwack to the back. Try to knock the breath out of him.
Yeah.
And do we?
All that damage.
Oh, boy!
Yeah, you kind of, like, take your staff, just bap him on the back. You hear all of the wind just rush out of this man's mouth as he crumbles face first into the ground with just a clank of his metal armor.
Oh, did I paralyze a man on accident?
You are unaware.
Oh, boy. I didn't smack him in the...
I think you might have paralyzed him.
I will go ahead and let's say one works better. We'll say this one for him being unconscious but not dead.
Mm.
All right. Anything else?
From Moony, since I have not used any of my movement, I will go ahead and move right over. Yeah. Move right over here.
Okay.
And
Anything else?
do I want to take another key point and do... Yeah. I'm gonna spend a key point.
You already made your attack action, so it's up to you. You won't be able to make another attack this turn.
Right. I'm gonna spend a key point and do the patient defense so I can take the dodge bonus action.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So he is going to kind of look over this scene here. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and do that.
I only crumpled his guard in 2 hits. I'm not a threat.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm the threat. I scraped him and missed you.
Yeah, and you tried to steal his coin.
Yeah, I still want that money.
Yeah, it'd be nice if all this was for something.
He is actually going to target you, John.
What?
Oh.
Well, no, don't do that.
You are going to see him actually charge towards
Oh!
you.
Oh boy.
Okay.
And he is going to take a swipe at you with his battle axe.
Yeah, okay.
2 separate times.
Oh. Well, they both hit, so that's cool.
Alright, you are going to take 17 and 16 slashing damage.
Oh my
Well, I'm
god.
unconscious.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
I don't know how we get out of this alive, I'll be honest, Austin.
Yeah?
I don't think we do.
We might
As
not.
his axe just cleaves into John's body, dropping him to the ground. He just turns, John's blood still dripping off the axe towards Moony, and he just gives you a cruel smile.
Now listen. Let's not, Moony is now sweating bullets.
Johnson.
All right. He's forgotten how to do that.
Yeah, he's just unconscious.
James is blasting.
Thanks, James. Avenge me.
He hits pretty good too.
Avenge me, James.
God have mercy on us all.
Oopsie.
Extra hex damage. All right. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Oh, he doesn't react at all to any of the damage that he's
Probably
taking?
not.
My little pea brain is working on math currently.
Oh, that's fair.
He does react to the damage. It doesn't seem like it does all that much to him.
That's not
The blast
bad.
kind of hits into him. It does sort of like leave a little bit of like a blackened mark on his body.
Like, he doesn't like it, but he'll
No,
be
he
fine.
definitely doesn't like it, but it doesn't seem to be bothering him quite in the way you might hope.
Yeah.
And James will sort of... Moony, since you are awake and near enough by, you will hear him sigh and be like, I'm gonna regret this. And
Yep.
uh, John,
What?
you are going to heal for.
Oh.
Let's see. I have. Yep. You're going to heal for 17 damage.
Oh. Hey, that's a whole hit.
Hey, you're back from the dead. Yeah, this dude does. Yeah,
You are still prone, but you are awake.
Yay, I'm
And
this
you're
man
looking up
does
at this-
hit like a literal truck.
You are looking up at this monster of a man just turned towards Moony, your blood still dripping from his axe.
And John, in his, pain, says, "Couldn't kill me, wuss."
Oh god.
You think it matters at this point? But I feel like John needs to sound cool. He's not gonna stop fighting us at this point.
Yeah. Oh, we incapacitated a guard and attacked him
Yeah.
directly. Oh god. Yeah.
Well, it's the guard's turn.
You will see, those of you who, well, yeah, I think all of you guys would be able to see this, as this guard returns with others following.
Yeah, of course. That sounds about right.
Oh. Just a few.
Okay, that's.
Just no, there's more, Austin.
Okay. No, just 3 though.
No, there's more. I promise.
Oh, was that gonna be a whole line?
I'm not a
at the
smart
back?
man, but I know that this is a city filled with,
Oh.
a small army.
Oh no. Oh no.
Right? Yeah.
Well, these are fun characters while they lasted.
They were. Yeah.
Jack Bloodstone, he's pretty cool though.
We have made a continuous and severe lapse in our judgment.
We are very much so going to die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. If just one of us can get out and can grab our swords so our future characters can have those cool +1 weapons, that'd be cool. Because hypothetically, if I played a barbarian, they could also use 2 cool short swords. So, let's just try to keep those weapons somehow.
All right, so you guys start to see 24 or 23
What?
guards approaching
Oh, but that's only...
from either side.
No,
of
I
this
only
town
see
square.
9, and that's the number of pretend all I see.
Yeah.
God.
I didn't look down there. That's too big. The screen's not big enough for that.
Yeah.
Vela is going to look towards the guards showing up and the scene in front of her.
I'm really sorry for our video listeners. I don't know where to look. There's too much, or we're gonna die.
And she is going to sort of, I think, now is probably the time. She's going to sort of come over here, and she's going to kind of look at the scene in front of her, and she's going to look to Moony and be like, "What's going on?"
Well, let's just say there was a failed attempt at acquiring some funds, and it quickly turned south.
Seriously.
Yeah, didn't anticipate the large bald man being as, well, terrifyingly powerful as he is. Or really getting caught, to be honest. I think we might be a tad in over our heads.
What?
How? Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to determine how she feels about John.
Probably not good, and that's fair. I don't know how about Austin feels about John right now, honestly.
She'll kind of like look to Moony and be like, "You're gonna be in serious trouble.
Well, that
We
is,
should-
of course, if I live to see serious trouble.
We should try to talk your way out of this.
Agreed.
Maybe down the weapon."
Yeah. Good idea. On account of the fact that I don't feel like dying here today.
Just have to hope that they spare him.
We will have to hope indeed. As Moony sets down his weapon.
Well, it's not your turn yet. You can't set down your weapon yet.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Not quite. Yeah,
I
you'll
have
be
a
able to
turn,
do that on your turn.
And here's the thing.
absolutely.
Yeah, Austin
It is your
heard that,
turn.
but John hasn't, and I don't think John would react that way. So John's going to get up and he's going to be stupid. I'm going to use my half my movement to stand up.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to dagger the man who just tried to kill me. Because
Okay.
I'm an idiot. Finally, an okay attack, but he probably has a great AC.
You did hit him.
Yay! I think it's just the 7.
It's just the 7.
It's
Yeah.
just the 7.
You kind of drive the dagger sort of like in between some of the plates in his chest armor, and it kind of digs into his side. He kind of hisses out, like wincing of pain as he kind of turns back to you, his
Well,
eyes just blazing with rage.
as he does that, I go for the other dagger. But I don't hit with only a 14.
No, the 14 will hit.
It will? Oh my goodness.
He's a rather large man.
For one extra little damage. Yeah! Take that!
Yeah, he was more prepared for the other one as he saw it coming. He wasn't even turned towards you the first time. The other one, it kind of starts to go in a similar place, but he's able to move out of the way, so it only just grazes
Yeah.
him. Little bit of blood kind of trailing out of the front of his chest plate. And are you moving anywhere?
No, I'm not giving him another attack.
Moony.
Yeah. Time
are you
to
doing?
become the. Oh god. Yeah. Mooney being, a man of a progressive mind is willing to set down his weapon, and also he sees the 24 guards approaching and realizes that there's no way on the gods Green's earth that he makes it out of this alive fighting. Raises his hand into the air and sets his quarterstaff on the ground, and kind of shouting into the town square, now let's not make this any worse than it already is. We will surrender fully. I just saw my friend here being arrested, and my traveling companion here being arrested, and came to his defense.
Hurtful.
Now,
I say,
I
as
don't
I
know.
hear you take back the friend.
Mooney
Yeah.
says friend, and then he's like, that might be worse here.
Yeah, if Mooney says friend, he
Sorry.
might also die.
I say hurtful in deep speech, though.
Yeah, he like mumbles under his breath. I don't know what deep speech sounds like, but I imagine that's what it sounds like.
For the sake of our world, it is.
Absolutely.
It's the beauty of D&D is we make the rules.
Yes.
Now, I don't want there to be any more trouble than there already is. I just came to get my weapon sharpened here and to deliver somebody into safe passage. You can ask that lovely blacksmith over there. He's over there sharpening my spear right now.
And my swords.
Yeah, as you sort of mention that, Dixon does kind of like look around, like kind of like worried.
Oh crap! We just implicated
Looks
Dixon.
over at you guys.
A lovely man, by the way. He's a fine gentleman of this town, and about that guard over there. I promise you, he is still alive. You can go and check his vitals right now.
Okay.
I have no intent to kill any innocent people here. We're just strangers passing through. My traveling companion again seems to have made a mistake. A quite large mistake, admittedly. But I promise we'll be out of your hair if you will just let us pass. And we will spread word of the terrible and great, and he gestures to the large man with his terrifying hand. Great and terrifying, what is your name, sir?
Well, you will see if he responds during his turn.
Fair.
All right. He kind of like looks towards you and towards the person who is seemingly your compatriot, who kind of walked up or kind of came up near you, and he seems to kind of like smile at her, not necessarily a friendly smile, as he takes his battle axe and he kind of holds it up under John's chin. And he looks to you. You know, normally I'd just chop your head off myself. But maybe that's too good for your kind. Maybe I'll feed you to the wolves instead. Take their weapons. Drive them out of the city.
Do I get a response at all? Do
you get a response?
Yeah, I'm asking,
to
like,
you,
am I allowed to, like, I don't know, like, I don't know the rules.
Oh,
like,
no, you can absolutely try to
and my response is,
if you want.
Normally you wouldn't have saw me grab the money.
Well, that was your mistake.
We all have good and bad days, I guess.
James is going to kind of look to the the guard storming up, and you'll see him kind of like make a gesture, and you will see Sketch kind of blip out of existence. And he just kind of like holds up his hands. He's like, yeah, things got heated. Didn't know what was going on. We'll happily be on our way. The guards come up. Surrounding you guys. And some of them checking on their friend.
Fair.
It's alive. Is a man of my word.
And they do confirm he is breathing.
Yeah. Yeah.
One jump.
Yeah, you certainly made a jump.
To the end of the line. we're poor, and we
The
don't
guards
have
will-
swords.
The guards will come up to both of you guys, taking your quarterstaff off the ground. And like, all right. Hand over the hammer. And Vela will hand them her warhammer. Along with her crossbow. And I'll look to you, Moony. You'll be like, you too.
Oh, do I have other things?
You have the darts.
Oh, I do have darts. Retrieve my little quiver of darts, which
Yep.
I forgot I had. I'll be honest.
He will take it. These other guards will come up to you, John. And will you hand him over?
I reluctantly hand over my crossbow, then my dagger, then my other dagger, then my javelin, then my other javelin, then my other javelin.
Mm-hmm.
Are we counting stakes as weapons?
Wooden stake, no.
Okay.
You can't actually use it in combat, so.
I'll find a way.
Or rather, you can't use it as a weapon
Yeah,
in
I
combat.
understand.
You can use it for like a special purpose.
Yeah, killing vampires, maybe. We'll see.
And these
Yeah.
ones will come over to James. And he'll go ahead, dagger, hand axe, light hammer, and just like hand him over.
Yeah.
All right. Move along. And they will start sort of driving you guys at spear point out of town.
One jump, with no more weapons, no more money either. Yeah. I can't wait to do unarmored strike all the time.
No,
Are you guys?
don't even have any weapons.
You guys are going.
Yeah.
You guys aren't trying anything.
Well, we just handed over our weapons. What are we supposed to try?
I didn't know. All right.
I mean, honestly, without weapons, I might kind of wish I was dead. Maybe I should have, just kept fighting. I spent 4,000 gold on short swords I'll never see again.
That's not necessarily true.
You guys are.
Just unlikely.
You guys are driven out of Valakai and deposited at the gates. As the guards stand sort of at the entrance, kind of holding their spears. Move along now. Be lucky he showed mercy.
I mean, now we're just going to be literal bait for these wolves now with no weapons. But sure, yeah, lucky, I guess.
Defenseless. Yeah. That is... Yeah.
Can't wait to unarmored strike a werewolf.
Well, in my defense, that is what I am proficient in.
Yeah, but they don't know. You can't just let me. I like that. Did you undermine my quip back to them immediately to me in front of them? Well, actually, for me, that's what I do.
I'm looking quite skilled with my hands, actually.
Thanks, Moony.
You're welcome.
And Vela will storm away, and just like casts a look at John, just seething, and will just storm away.
You think she's mad at me?
Further off down the road.
Also, why is she mad at me? That was our idea. What did you tell her?
Huh?
What did you tell her, Moony? She seems really mad at me for the three of ours idea. I'm yelling this.
Right.
Hopefully she's hearing it.
Well, when I was trying to explain the entirety of the situation of, us being,
You threw all the blame on me.
Let's
murdered.
not- hey, like James kind of like grabs both of you guys by the shoulder and starts leading you away from the city. Let's maybe not give the guards more reason to kill us now, okay?
We're sitting
Right.
ducks out here. Why would I don't care anymore. Like 4,000 gold on those short swords.
Look, shut up. Maybe I can get Sketch to get in there and steal them back. We just need to get away from here so we can
I'll
make
see
a
you.
plan.
Fine.
You didn't spend 4,000 gold. You spent 400, John. I know you're not so good with math, but
Was it 400? You're right. Sorry.
it was 400.
Yeah, you didn't have
Fair
4,000
enough.
gold to spend.
That was Austin. For
That isn't
getting
this
not the
campaign.
character.
Yeah, no worries.
Now, my plan was to get out of there alive, and also get our weapons back from Dixon. But first, we had to make it out of there alive.
Fair. Fine.
And fighting them was not the answer, I can tell you that much.
I think we could have took him.
No, we would have been dead. And
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know about you. I'm not willing to die over some pocket change.
Agreed.
Let's
And I'm
just
sure
get away from the
Dixon...
walls, find a place to set up camp, and we'll figure out what the hell we're gonna do from here.
Yeah, I mean, the cover of night is always a good time to, well, make some less than honest moves.
I hardly
You think we
care.
should have
It's
waited
not
till
like
night?
I need weapons.
Think we had a better
But-
chance?
You guys need your weapons if we're gonna survive out here. So we need to
Right.
figure out something to do.
Yeah.
All right. And so where are you guys heading to? Are you just going into the woods? Are you going along the road? Where are you headed?
They probably into the woods, like right outside of the
I feel like we'd want to
town.
walk off a little bit so they can't see us go into the woods. So probably like over here-ish.
Right. Well, I
Okay.
can't see anything at the moment. Oh, that's because I'm scrolled way too far down.
Around that area, probably.
So just
Walk down a little bit,
heading
and then kind of get into the woods. Like it is not
Up in the
obvious
woods.
that we went into the woods.
Also, I
further
have
down
to use the
Old
restroom
Valley.
very badly. I will be right back.
Well, all right.
All right,
All right.
we'll take a quick 5-minute then.
Yeah.
You want to reflect on
Yeah.
the events that have transpired?
I regret everything.
Things
This is
have
the
happened.
This is the intermission where I talk about how I regret all my life decisions. I should have at least kept the money and ran. That's what I should have done, but I didn't.
Yes,
Should've-
standing your ground was a poor idea. I was prepared for the possibility the second you guys mentioned that you wanted to go after him.
Yeah.
Also, I thought alone that the fact that he had guards with him would have dissuaded you guys, but no,
Nah.
apparently not.
To be fair, if I just had one better stealth roll, I would have got away with the money.
You would have, yes.
I was just one
Unfortunately,
stealth
the
roll
dice
off.
was not in your favor.
Yeah.
In that particular
My stealth rolls, they have
instance.
+8, and I couldn't do it good enough.
So, are you heading to the north or the south woods to camp? If you guys are just going into the
I
woods.
mean, I don't know if it matters, but I was thinking north, but I don't have really a care one way or the other.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I just want to know what you guys have
I would
in
say
mind,
slightly into the
so I
north
know what's in
woods.
the area. Okay. I don't imagine that Chris will have much of an issue.
He's
with
gonna be
it.
south
So
only.
we will
he'll be
say,
he'll be so against it.
yeah, we will say that you guys went into the north, and if he does indeed have an opinion on it, then we will go ahead and we'll
fight him
have you
over
both make your cases, and we will decide from there.
Well, you see, I'm an expert in nature, so I know that's the place to go. Totally.
Yeah. So I was just asking whether or not you guys were going to the north or the south woods.
And I said north.
That makes sense. It's a little bit smaller and more condensed.
Okay.
Sure.
Absolutely.
That was my reason.
So you guys head deeper into those woods, kind of looking for a clearing. You guys are able to find one without too much issue. Go ahead and roll me a survival check to see how long it takes you to find some suitable place to camp.
I'm surviving. Gonna keep on. Oh, how's a 20 sound?
How's a 7 sound?
Nice.
I'm rolling like
So,
garbage today.
John, you are more focused on keeping your innards in.
Fair.
After those battle axe slashes, you're very wounded.
Yeah.
And the amount of blood loss that is going on right now is totally messing with your head.
Totally.
So you're not entirely focused on the whole survival aspect. Plus, a part of you is still like it's kind of gone into its own survival mode with being kind of a monster hunter, where you're wounded and you're leaking blood, which means you're leaving a trail for something to follow, and that's kind of where your brain is going.
Makes sense.
Kind of thinking about that aspect of it as opposed to like where you're going and what's around you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really cool
Moony,
because
on the other hand,
we do attract a monster. We have nothing to do.
Oh.
Moony, on the other hand, you are able to find a clearing relatively easily. It only takes you maybe like half an hour to 45 minutes to find something suitable and kind of get yourselves settled in a place where you're far enough away from Valakai that you can't quite see the gates, but you know roughly where it is, relative positioning to you. But you kind of sit down in this field, missing all of your weapons.
Yeah, I sure am.
Kind of looking over the situation as Vela kind of is like standing near the edge of the
Encampment?
The encampment, kind of looking around at the group and like kind of almost holding her head in her hands and like shaking her head like.
Did she hear my part though? Did she hear that it wasn't all my fault?
You were loud.
Okay.
You were very loud about it.
Okay.
But she does seem to be... I won't even ask you guys for an insight. She seems to be very much regretting her life choices currently.
And that's fair.
If it makes her feel better, I also regret mine for not making one jump out of that situation.
Yeah. I'm also regretting you not making one jump out of that situation.
Just out of curiosity.
So,
oh, would you look at that? 23 for my one jump.
Yep. Should have taken one jump.
One jump.
Away from the Lawmen.
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
Probably developing some sort of plan to get, our means of survival back.
Well, while I'm letting them have that conversation, I'm taking this as a short rest to get some of my hit points back.
You can still talk during a short rest.
No, I just want to make sure clear. I don't want to die.
Yeah, you can absolutely take a short rest. That's no problem.
Mooney's, sipping from his flask.
4 health. I'm
hey,
using 2 of
but
my
you're
hit
not
dice,
bloodied
actually.
anymore, right?
What was that, Chris?
I said you're not bloodied anymore, though, right?
No, I'm not bloodied, and now I have 8 more health because I rolled crap on 2 hit dice, and I'm stopping there.
Fair.
That is an unfortunate roll on D8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
I rolled a 2 twice in a row.
Twice. Oh my goodness. That is so unfortunate.
Yeah. I'm having the worst rolls ever today for no reason.
Yeah, that is true.
But here's the thing. It's for things that matter.
John's
Things that
best
don't
day.
matter, like this right here. Look at that. It's 20.
Yeah, I mean, one thing we know about John is he's always been good at the acrobatics.
Yeah.
True.
But also, I should be just as good at stealth, but I wasn't when it mattered. All right, so what are we thinking,
right.
guys?
Right. We
How are we
need to
gonna
get
get
our
stuff
weapons,
back?
especially the weapons that we paid good money to get, sharpened.
Yeah, 400 of my gold. That number I've said this whole time and never anything else.
Right. And 200 of my own. Well, closer to 250, but it is what it is.
It's not even like we scoped out the place enough to know where they'd put him. I could try sending Sketchin, but I can't see what he does, so it's not like I can just have him sneak in, grab him, and leave. He can't carry that much weight.
Well, we know where Dixon is, and presumably Dixon should still have our weapons at his shop.
Hopefully,
Presumably.
unless that noble guy confiscated them.
Yeah,
Which honestly, seeing that type of person, I wouldn't put past him.
I wouldn't either.
Seems like the type of person to requisition anything he wants.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I mean, I could make us some disguises.
We could make disguises, which might be for another part of the plan.
All right. I
I
have
mean,
a
these guys are
disguise.
suspicious enough of outsiders, anyways. If
Also
we are
true.
going with those, it'd have to be me and John. Humans, they won't look as much, they won't look as closely into, but
It's true.
you and her, you guys are a lot more unique around here.
Right. Fair enough.
They'll catch an eye.
I'm thinking our best bet is maybe asking our friend Dixon if that he is still uh, where they might have taken the weapons if they have in fact confiscated them.
Then there's the problem of getting to Dixon.
Right.
Well, there's getting there, and also, I mean, can't imagine he'd want to talk to you guys after this.
Yeah.
Did you guys bond that quickly that he'd suddenly
Well, it
go
seemed like he
against
bonded
the
with him a lot, but as you said, it's
rulers?
gonna be a lot harder to get him into town.
True.
Yeah. Uh,
I'm fine.
how high
I've
are
got
the
my
walls?
magic, but like the walls themselves of Valkai.
Yeah. Huge, I'm assuming?
So the walls themselves are about roughly 20 feet tall.
All right.
Okay.
So they're not impossible. They're they're reasonably high.
They're technically scalable. By us, maybe not. But
Maybe it entirely depends on how well you roll,
Oh,
or if you
well,
have a climbing.
I'm really
skill,
glad
which
that
I don't
I'm
think
probably
either
gonna have to be
you
one of
do.
the people on this mission then.
I don't think I have a climbing speed. Yeah.
No, I don't think any of the characters have a climb speed.
Yeah.
None of you guys are tabaxis.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what are we thinking? So, do we just try to convince him? Do we try to sneak ourselves in? Well, we have to do something. We're
Right.
literally going to die out here if we don't. Because
Yeah, I mean, we
I don't know
can't
if you
go
guys know
anywhere
much
without
about
this.
wolves and the such, but I left a blood trail coming into this exact spot, so our time's probably limited.
I mean, I can't see a better way than sneaking into town somehow.
All right.
And maybe using disguises as well. Maybe one of you can smuggle me into your backpack. I don't. It's.
Be a tight squeeze, but it's not impossible.
Well, I don't have half the stuff I usually carry in there.
I might be able to hop out and sneak out. If you set me down, in between an alleyway, something like that.
I mean, we're also risking a lot on the chance that this guy is even going to want to talk to us. Like, you're putting a lot of faith in this guy.
I mean, Dixon does seem like a good man, but
Yeah, but what's
Then
to say
again-
that he won't just bend over for these, like, the guards around here?
What's to say
People I
he would
talked
think
to
we're
seemed
good men?
piss scared of what the Baron would do to him.
right.
And then, here's the thing: if they weren't taken from Dixon yet, Dixon doesn't even have to know we take them.
Also true.
If
That's
they're there,
probably a
we
better
don't
way
have
to
to
go.
talk to Dixon.
That is absolutely true, and kind of what I had in mind initially is we just find a way to sneak into the town, find our weapons, and leave. Initially check at Dixon's, of course, because it's what I'm hoping for, is that our newly acquired weapons, although we do still need to get Vela's, hammer back. But at the very least, we need to find our own. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean that is the reality of the situation we are in.
just... We had... If I had any way I could just see what it was, like...
Hmm.
I
I
can
don't
try
think
to have Sketch scout from above, but I don't think that he'll find anything. If they're holding it somewhere, it's likely going to be in a building.
agreed. Agreed.
But maybe he can find some gap in the fence we could use.
Hmm. I like that idea.
That way we're not trying to get in through the main gate.
That would, I think, objectively be the worst option for us.
Yeah. I'm not willing to gamble on your disguise making. No offense.
Much taken.
Yeah, I think all around stealthy approach to this would be our best bet.
Fair. I like to hide. Pretty good at it, typically.
Wait, we were taking a short rest while we were here, right?
Yes, we're taking a short rest.
Cool, I get my key points back. Whee! Uh, yeah. I think Mooney's in for the idea of, what's his name? Scouting out a gap for them to sneak in through.
Fair. Fine with that.
All right. I'll send Sketch out. Hopefully they're not watching the skies too closely. Either way, we won't do anything until it gets darker. We're not going to be able to sneak in while it's...
In broad daylight, agree.
Yeah. All right. He sort of makes a motion with his hand, and Sketch appears on his shoulder. He kind of looks to Sketch. Sketch kind of looks back, seeming to make some sort of a gesture, and then Sketch will fly off. Just have to hope that he doesn't get himself into trouble. Well, more trouble than we're already in.
Yeah.
Agreed. Agreed. Right now, we need a miracle to get ourselves out of this rut that we've dug ourselves into.
Yeah.
And you guys will sort of sit there for a while. So what are you guys doing?
I mean, Mooney is definitely, talking to John about the blood trail that he left and trying to see if there's any way that, they can cover that up.
Okay.
And probably also trying to address his wounds, because I am proficient in medicine. And that is a critical failure. So I don't remember how to correctly pack and dress wounds, I guess.
Fair. Thankfully, I think I would have been fine at this point anyway.
Oh yeah, you're not bleeding anymore.
Yeah, I had used the. Yeah, I think the only reason I was leaving a blood trail is because, I was completely, killed and brought back. Technically, once I was brought back even, I was technically not bloody anymore. But it was just, the residual blood that was dripping off me.
Mm. Right. Well, so about that blood trail, so that we're not being, hunted down while we're waiting here for Sketch, is there a way we could cover up your scent or anything?
Try dousing you in mud.
Good. And cover the trail in mud as well. Makes
I
as good
mean,
a sense to me as anything.
there's a lake not too far from to the north, and then there's the river over to our west.
True.
Either way, we could get some mud or get some water to wash up the blood.
Sounds like a plan.
There. Wait a second, and from his brewer supplies, he pulls out alcohol. Will this work? His famous. What is it? It was Mooney's mead. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, I always assumed it was moonshine.
No. He's a refined gentleman, not a hillbilly.
Yeah, of course.
Sounds like you just
He
make weaker
makes
stuff.
he makes
around here.
wine.
That sweet, sweet honey mead.
Ah, yes, honeyed mead.
You think alcohol would help cover the scent of your blood?
I mean, should I like roll some sort of check? Because I don't know if that. I mean, it sounds like it could. That's awesome talking. I don't know. I feel like John would know maybe, but I don't know what he would need to see if he remembers it. Is it a history, nature, what?
No, it'd be more of a
Bible?
John just pops the cork and takes a sniff.
Fair enough.
So he's able to do that, and it does smell very strongly of sort of honey, along with sort of that
Alcoholic smell?
yeah, that sort of like very like soggy bread almost alcohol smell. That sort of is very common with those types of meads. But honey is the primary scent. So John knows that this definitely could cover up the scent of blood. It would, however, not help if something was looking for the smell of honey.
Yeah, I was say like,
There.
what if something else came for the honey?
So he knows that it is based on the creature. Go ahead and give me a survival check to see what types of animals John would be expecting in this type of an area.
I don't know. It's crit fail. I don't have any thoughts.
Rattlesnake bears.
Yeah. I feel like rattlesnake bears might.
He knows
like honey.
wolves. He knows with 100% certainty that there are wolves in this
I don't think
place.
wolves like honey.
Wolves do not generally tend to seek out honey.
Oh.
It's not part of their natural diet. They don't have really a way to get to bees' nests, so they don't really eat it.
Fair.
Yeah.
They would be much more attracted by blood.
Well, stop the wolves from coming. That's for sure. I know that.
Yeah, it does make sense. However, we are in the woods, and I am not
I think you need to make a survival check if I had to make one, because Austin also would know this, and you don't either.
I'm not an animal man, but I'm pretty sure there's more than just wolves in these woods.
I don't think that's fair. I mean, I know I crit fail, but if with my 3, you should also. Your 3, you also don't know. But
James
James
absolutely.
does. He's here to speak up and be like,
Thank
"You guys
God,
are idiots."
James knows. I'm pretty sure
James
wolves
kind of like
exist.
James kind of like looks over at you guys and he's like, yeah, there's wolves in these woods. I don't think you need to worry about the honey though. There's not like bears roaming in these woods.
You sure there's no wolf bears?
If they
They're
exist, I haven't heard of
werebears.
them. I can't attest to there being werebears, whether or not. I
werebears.
wouldn't be surprised.
All right.
All right,
well,
honestly,
honestly,
at this
douse the
point.
trail in honey mead.
this is the answer to everything in life, I do think. And as he says, he starts, dousing the bloodied part of the trail with honey mead.
Yeah. Mooney's ultimate apology for saying he's not his friend, wasting his mead by pouring it on the ground.
The gesture is seen. I'm like, he's willing to get rid of his alcohol. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe we can still be friends in the end.
I'll brew you a special bottle later on. Don't let me forget, though. I will forget. As he says as he pulls out his flask, which is full of whiskey, and takes a sip. And puts it back. And continues pouring meat all over the town.
As you guys are doing this, you do kind of see James kind of like he seems to be sort of debating something, and then he kind of like very quickly kind of like gets up, and he goes over to Vela, and he's like, "All right, look, can you see him? You're like sensey thing. You can see like magical creatures or whatever." We'll sort of look to him to be like, "Yes, I can see him with it. He's not anywhere near." I'll let you know if I see him. And James kind of is like, "All right." And then he immediately walks away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those two characters are gonna fall in love. I'm calling it.
Just automatic
Full call.
shipping.
Yeah, I ship them. It's gonna happen.
Full call.
Mostly just because I want to hear CJ have to roleplay talking to himself in a loving way.
Mm.
Yeah, you want to see me practice self-love?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Wait a minute. I guess Mooney finishes after about half an hour of
Yeah, he's not
covering
quite
the
able
trail.
to cover the entire trail in it, just due to the amount of mead that he has, which honestly isn't a huge amount. He doesn't have as much as the blood trail you trekked into the woods, but you are able to do enough to sort of cover the area from from the camp further into the trail, so it kind of gets muddied partway through the forest.
Oh,
so
fun.
hopefully something can't follow any remainder trail.
Sorry, I found out I
Mooney's
have 0
going
hit
to-
dice right now.
Oh, did you use up all of them?
Apparently, I had only had 2 before. I just used 2 more.
Oh, yeah, from your last one.
Huh. So I have no hit dice anymore. That's pretty cool.
That is unfortunate.
Delete those cross.
Now that he is out of mead, he is going to head to the water to fetch some water to brew more mead. He's going immediately north.
That is fair.
I'll stick with him just so he's not alone.
All right, well, can't not have mead brewing on my back at all times. I just wouldn't be efficient. He says as he starts marching north. Do I run into anything?
I mean, are you marching north, or are you trying to be stealthy about it?
Oh, he is trying to be. He isn't stupid.
Okay. Then go ahead and make a stealth check.
Despite the recent events, he isn't stupid.
He isn't trying to be stupid.
Oh, guess I should have rolled that in D20.
Well,
Oh.
I'm
Well,
not seeing.
John back at camp is
No, I said I was
so
going with him.
hidden. Oh, you did go with
Yeah,
him.
I said
Okay.
I wasn't gonna let him go alone.
So you are able to sneak along very well. Mooney, not quite as much. Despite how much he tries to avoid it, Mooney is kind of dragging his feet a little bit. Still trying to get past how him being upset about needing to waste so much mead.
Oh, that's good.
And he does end up making more noise. He's kind of deflated at this. He's not quite himself. But you guys are able to make it up into the woods and towards the lake without anything jumping out at you.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna refill my water skin and my brewer's supplies
Okay.
with water at this point. I'm also, I guess, going to look out into the water and see if I see anything, in particular that sticks out at me at this giant lake.
Yeah, of course.
Kind of scout it out. Use my amazing perception. That is a joke. I have a +1.
I have a -1 to perception.
Meh.
But I'm also looking
That's
for that, hoping to find that
that's a
wizard's
lake.
tower. I'm not, though.
A big lake.
It is a big lake.
You're just looking out into the lake, like, where is it? Where's the wizard?
I don't see a tower. Do you see a
What
tower?
a nice lake. What were we looking for again?
I think a tower, maybe, but I'm not sure.
Alright, well, I don't see
Me
anything.
neither. We should go back to camp.
You guys
Agreed.
do see, sort of off in the middle of the lake, you do see a rowboat
Oh.
that appears to have some people on it, but they're a little too far away for you to make out any faces.
Interesting. Alright, well, back to the camp. And he's going to now try to stealth his way back to the camp, I guess. Please,
so's
God.
John, but not
yeah!
We're swapping spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, after that, John kind of he was confident in his stealthing now,
Yeah.
though he's a little bit less confident now after being caught in such a public manner, and it kind of slips him up as he thinks back to it, kind of psychs him out, and
Just
Moony is
remembering
able
that.
to.
I remember that horror story I told. It was so good. I was just like,
Yeah.
My brewer supplies is full of water now, so I'm happy. I'm brewing meat again.
I think that means you should definitely
you've
be
got
less
the water.
stealthy now that you're heavier. But okay.
Nah, it's the weight that I'm used to again.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
He has the weight. He feels more comfortable now having that weight.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like a comfort blanket,
Yeah. He's got some things going on. We don't talk about it. So now we're back at the camp. Is Sketch back?
One sketch ahead of the lawman.
Sketch is not back.
No sketch. Back
It has
now.
been, I would say by now it's been about 2 hours.
Oh.
Maybe he's just having a really hard time, finding that gap in the gate.
Maybe there is no gap in the gate.
Maybe not. Should we give him more time? What? Do we know that, or what is? Where's the sun in the sky at the moment? Is what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah, so currently, so you guys went out there. Yeah, so it's right now about little after noon.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh,
Yeah, we
Okay.
went to the market at like morning. We woke up and
Yeah,
went
exactly. That was the first thing you guys did.
there. Yeah, and we immediately screwed
Okay.
up everything.
yeah. Essentially, we were dumb.
I mean,
Yeah,
not saying I wouldn't do it again. I needed the money.
yeah. If you just had a little bit better luck, I think everything would have been fine.
Yeah.
We are almost out of the clearing.
My foot just slipped on that last like sneak away.
Yeah, you hate to see it. I guess we wait probably another hour and see what happens.
Well, if we're not doing anything till nighttime, it sounds like it's time for a long rest.
Yeah, if you guys want a long rest, you can absolutely do that.
Yeah, I'll long rest and recover my HP.
Yeah, and get and have one hit dice.
You will gain 1 hit die. Yep.
Long rest.
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay.
I've still got all 4 of my hit die.
You don't need to brag.
Yeah. All right.
So
He wakes up.
during this
Doing a little
long
stretch.
rest,
Oh no.
who's taking what shift?
Oh,
Or are
yeah.
you guys keeping watch at all?
No, we're just all sleeping. I think last time we did the shifts we did were
I did Moony.
it was Mooney, me, Vela, James, if I remember right.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And I think we'll keep the same shift to keep things nice and simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I rolling a perception check?
Yep.
Woo woo! Oh, baby. 19. I see everything.
Yeah, you are able to see everything just fine. You kind of take the first watch, keeping an eye out, listening to the sounds of the forest and the rushing of the river a little ways off.
And the music.
You,
Sounds of music. Very important.
yeah, oh, do you play? Or
Maybe softly. Help
Okay.
everyone get to sleep. Playing a
Okay.
soft melody. Well, hold on. Do I play
Yeah, we'll
softly?
see how well you play. You do,
About as
you do
good
a
as I did
reasonably
last
good
time.
job. Yeah, it's not perfect by any means, but it's pretty good.
Good enough. Good enough.
It's more than you expect from a traveling companion usually.
Fair.
But you kind of sit there playing your music softly, kind of looking around, keeping your eyes out, and one thing that does catch your eye are ravens
Oh, gosh darn
perched
Rob.
Back at it
on
again.
perched on the branches up ahead, kind of looking down at you, kind of watching. Some of them fluttering off, some of them coming back, kind of hopping from branches to branches, looking out for food, kind of staring over the group. But nothing happens.
Mooney does lower his flute and, says jokingly to the ravens, "You're lucky I don't have any darts." As Match continues playing.
Yeah, you do see sort of the sheen of their black eyes looking at you when you say that.
And I'm not. Mooney doesn't love it at all. All right, you ready, John?
Yeah, you know it.
And I will tell you about the creepy ravens because that is all I could see.
John, you take over the shift, hearing about the ravens from Moony. And as you look around, you again are noticing them. There seems to be, at least by what you're looking at, coming and going, there's usually 5 or 6 somewhere overhead that are just kind of hanging around. They don't seem to be doing anything in particular.
Alright.
Go ahead and give me an insight check if you want to know if John is trying to
That's
figure
also
out
wisdom, so
there's
I
anything.
don't.
John gets a sense that these birds are very intelligent,
Okay.
but he doesn't quite sense a motive.
Okay. Also, John also really appreciated the, flute, so he tries to whistle a similar tune.
Okay. He doesn't do quite as
Yeah,
well.
I know. Yeah, with only a 9.
After kind of basically getting his lungs punctured by
It
a
was
battle
bad.
axe, it's not. It's not quite fully healed,
Yeah.
and the whistle doesn't quite come out.
I
Right.
wince every couple seconds. Then go back to whistling. I push through the pain for my friends.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you. All right.
Vela's turn.
All right, let's see how she does.
Vela chooses to sleep on her turn because she hates us. Vela says, I hope they die.
That's fair. Oh. No, Vela sees everything. I stand corrected.
And then
For the audio
James will
listeners,
take
Vela rolled a
over
22.
from there.
So,
Yeah.
Vela is very perceptive.
James couldn't
James-
care less.
Well, you guys don't know.
Well, see, I can assume that he was just missing, his bird. He's missing. He doesn't want to admit it, but he actually
Yeah.
really likes Sketch, and he's really worried. He was a little distracted.
That makes sense. Just waiting for little Sketch to come back.
I'm starting to love that stupid little thing.
Alright, so...
Now that we're cool nocturnal creatures.
So you guys all wake up.
Woo!
Wow. We're live.
Yeah, I guess the funny thing worked. And you see James sort of sitting there, kind of on the edge of where you guys are camped, and he is holding a piece of paper in his hands. He's kind of looking down to it.
What you got there, James?
Got a letter.
A letter?
I wonder who it's from.
As do I.
I was just making a Blue's Clues reference.
No, I understood. Chris understood.
Okay.
What's your guys' passive perception?
My passive perception is 11.
9.
Okay. Moony, you are able to notice some scraps of paper around where James is sitting.
Oh, jeez. Oh dear. Is that sketch?
I'm not sure. One of the birds dropped it off.
Oh.
What does the letter say?
Seems to be from, well, can't tell who. But
Well,
it says, my shipment of wine is nearly gone, and the next shipment's overdue. I'll give you what you seek if you bring me my wine. The vineyard and winery are a few miles west. Follow the old Svalvage Road.
oh, jeez. Give us what we seek.
Our weapons?
Shipment of wine.
How would this...
Well, presumably, that would be what that is referencing, or could be something we don't know that we're seeking. It's really anyone's call, but if I were to be a betting man, I would say it's most likely our weapons. But who would be willing to give us our weapons to deliver a wine shipment? Could this be from Isaac, do you think? Unlikely that you would think he would give us our weapons back.
I don't know why he'd extend an olive branch now. Though if it is from him, it's likely whatever's there will kill us.
I wouldn't trust an olive branch from him.
Nor would I.
What
Well,
other
Sketch
options do
hasn't-
we have?
Not many. Sketch hasn't returned to us, and unfortunately,
Or they have, and
are laying at James' feet here.
either way, we're not getting any answers from the openings from Sketch.
That much is unfortunately certain.
And if this
However,
whoever's
this-
sending this to us somehow is telling the truth, and we try to break in, and then we're doing all that for nothing because what we seek isn't there, risky now. It's even more risky than it already was.
And if we do get that shipment of wine, who's to say we won't run into trouble on the way to and from delivering it?
I mean, there's nothing to say.
How
But
much of a means to defend ourselves?
we have our wits about us.
Massive risk to be on the road without so much as anything.
Yes.
I'd still say our best option is probably to sneak into the into the town again and just scout it out in person as a group. Maybe have somebody stand watch at the entrance of wherever we manage to sneak in, if, of course, we manage to do so.
We have to know what we're doing there, as if we fail, this will be our lives.
Right.
They're not going to let us just walk out again.
We're not getting a third chance.
Right. I mean, it seems like this wine shipment is almost certainly a trap. Or at the very least, a very dangerous risk to take. We all know the roads around these parts are not exactly friendly.
Not that inside the town's much more friendly, though.
No, but it's getting dark soon.
Yeah, we need to make our move, and fast.
Fair. Here's the thing. Last time I made a suggestion to the group, we saw how that turned out. I leave it at your guys' feet. I'll do whatever you want, even if I don't like either of them quite much.
Well, assuming is how we left Vela out of the last decision, I think it's only fair if she makes this decision for us.
James looks over at you with a raised eyebrow, like, no. You're serious?
Well, we should at least include her in the conversation.
He doesn't even want to be here.
To be fair, I don't know if I want to be here anymore either. Like that's a fair reaction.
Yeah. Alright. I think maybe a team of 2 of us should scout it out. That way, should we get caught, the whole team's not in danger. And we'll leave Vela back at the camp. That way, regardless of what happens, she isn't...
Why are you rolling your quarterstaff?
What?
It
I'm
popped
not.
up on my screen.
Oh,
In
yeah, it's
D&DBeyond
not on
for
my
some
screen.
reason. That was weird. Sorry.
Yeah, you'll see Vela kind of pick up a like fallen stick on like the edge of this clearing. You're like, if you want to risk your lives going back into the place you just stole from, be my guest. I am not going to go in and help you. Whatever trouble you get into from here, that's your burden to bear.
Fair enough.
I respect your decision. Well, I think James made a good point earlier. I feel like if somehow we do get in there, it's gonna be if somehow someone sees us, not so much the guards, it's gonna be better if we're humans. I think you might draw more attention, my friend.
Agreed. Unfortunately, so agreed. Well, I suppose there's nothing to it but to do it at this point.
And if anyone's going to risk their life, honestly, it should be me. I'm the one who made as big of a mistake as I did earlier. Even if it was a group decision, excluding Vela.
Well, regardless, I think one of us should keep watch outside. Unless you would rather do this as a solo mission.
I mean, I could if that's what you think is best.
He'd move faster, but there's no one to get him out of trouble. Besides, if it comes to a point where we need to fight our way out, I'm the best shot he's got.
If it comes to that point, we saw the army they have. There's no shot.
Well, then we better not get caught.
Well,
Agreed.
Just in case, I'm going to put on my disguise kit. I'm going to use my disguise kit to put a disguise on. I don't know how this works. How does this work?
Yeah. So you just make a roll with the disguise kit.
I don't see the option.
Typically,
Oh, it's in my inventory, that's why I gotta go there.
yeah. Typically for that, I use deception.
Okay.
And if you're not proficient in it, you are proficient in the disguise kit. Or if you are proficient in the disguise kit.
I'm proficient in disguise
You
kit,
add
but
your-
not deception.
Yep, so go ahead and add your proficiency to whatever you roll.
So we're just
on
gonna roll deception is what we're doing? Am I trying?
Yep, just
Okay.
roll deception and
Plus
then
2.
add your proficiency.
There's 2.
Oh,
Okay, so a solid 12.
yeah.
Alright.
I'm just rolling terrible.
Well,
Hey,
hopefully you don't
that is
hit me.
above average.
That is true. It is slightly above average. My disguise is
A cloak.
pretty much.
You are able to disguise yourself in a way that, you're not
It's a
blatantly
cloak and a funny mustache.
Yeah, you're no longer blatantly John Bloodstone.
I'm Jack
You
Bloodstone.
could be any stranger. But with that, we're going to end here for the night.
For sure.
What a
Just
wild ride.
before we try the heist, I knew.
Yeah.
New heist, new session.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
all we're doing from now on is just heists.
This is the
Well,
heist.
once they stop going
project.
wrong, then
Yeah.
And then next week for Oceans 1 or 2, depending on how many people we send in.
One.
Oceans 1.
will
I've been
certainly
Austin,
seek
joined by
out-
Chris and CJ. We will see
Yeah.
you next week.
When our characters die.
Probably just
we'll
mine.
find out.
Bye-bye.
Bye.